Absolutely growth. And then, and I was thinking about even when we talk about community, if I look at the world from an individual standpoint, I have to do it for myself. And that's
Right.
how a lot of us are kind of come up
Right.
because we are the marginalized, oppressed community in
Right.
America. But when you look at it as, okay, in order to be self-actualized, like self sustaining for myself, I need to learn how to cook, to clean, to grow the plants. I need to learn how to sew the clothes. I need to learn how to do, but we have community. I know how to, I can grow some tomatoes. I can't really, but just an example.
Yeah.
I can grow
But I can grow some tomatoes, and then this person can might be able to sew some shirts, and then this person might be able to, be security, and this person might be able to build a house. And so when we start putting those things together in community, that's how you build the community. And
Yes.
so as opposed to having to outsource for so many things, when we come together in community, it's so fulfilling in so many different ways, and that transfers over to when we talk about spiritually what we have to offer each other.
Yeah.
Because joy is that's my person. That when I'm going through, I was recently in the last few months diagnosed with chronic kidney disease, stage 3A. And I called Joy, and I was like, I don't know what to do with this. And to that community is having someone who can who can pray over you, having somebody who can just listen to you, having somebody who can just help you carry that thing.
Absolutely.
And sometimes it's gonna be, sis, it's gonna be okay. And just rest and just process it. And sometimes it's gonna be okay, well, what are we doing?
Yeah. Let's
And
go.
so, it's time to get up. It's time to go.
Yeah.
And sometimes it's going to come from different people in the
That's
community.
right.
Sometimes it might come from the same person. And so
Yeah.
that just building your circle with people who are also putting into it, because
That's
you're
true.
going to get out in different ways. We're bartering energies, and it's
like
it's I just that was just off the top
I
of my
love
head.
it. Yeah.
I was like, as soon as I said it, I was like, I need to write that down.
Yeah. You made me think of something. I wrote a little note. One thing that is deceiving is thinking that we are the it. And I know that those are things we say because it makes you feel good. Like there's only one you, which is very true. Nobody has your fingerprint. Like you are the it. But the reality is you are a small piece. When you can wrap your mind around the fact that I am really a small piece, even when it comes to our children. We think that we are like the one all, do all, be all. Even in the lives of your children, you are a small piece.
Small piece.
Big but small.
Big but small because small piece.
Yeah.
Because in the psychology realm, after age 5, once they start school, you are no longer their biggest social influence. And it's like
Their friends are.
that's like
That's scary.
traumatizing as a
Yeah.
parent. It's like
That's beautiful. Yeah.
One thing I think about, as you said, we all realize how important community is. I look in this room. I've already shared who these people are and where we've been connected, but I see a school teacher that I work with. I see church members. I see someone that I go to the gym with. I see their friends, their family that they brought along with them. That's community. That's how it is built. And if we will be okay with not being the it person and smiling at somebody and speaking to somebody, because you can exist in all of those places by yourself and never connect.
And I think what's important is
That's good.
you can be the it person, but understanding the responsibility that comes with it. Because if I know that I'm the it person, I know that my smile is powerful. I know that my compliment is going to change your life. And so I know that, listen, I have something to offer in this world. And I'm walking by at whatever store I'm at Ross. That's my spot, y'all.
Okay.
I'm at Ross, just in there because I don't have nothing to be in there for. But I'm like, what do they have for today? And I see somebody, I'm like, oh, sis, your locks are beautiful. Oh, goodness, that dress is fabulous. Like, if I if it crosses my mind, I'm gonna let you know because you
Yeah.
might not have heard that today. You
Yeah.
might not have heard it this week. It might be the highlight of your week. I don't know what you're going through, but I know what I'm going through, and I try not to look like what I'm going through.
Right.
And so
Right.
I tell people the better I look, the more I'm probably struggling because I take a lot of time and I'll give y'all my social medias and stuff because I do self photography. I do, and on days when I'm struggling a lot, I told you I have a lot of alphabets. I got all the alphabets. On days when I'm struggling the most, that's when I'm like, okay, let me take a shower. Let me do something to my hair. Let me
Yeah.
put something on. I'm gonna go take some pictures. I'm gonna purposely smile in these pictures. I'm gonna find that smile because let me get back to me
Yes.
so that I can spread that to other people as well. So the foundation of everything is community, then you can take solace in being the it because I'm something like it.
I like that it's honor. I know you're taking the floor back, but as you were talking, that's one thing that came to my mind. In community, there's also honor
There is.
that legitimizes the fact that you are powerful
Mhm.
and I need what you have to offer.
Mhm.
I was thinking about just being in that celebrity therapist space where I'm looking at my clients and I'm like, wow, so you really get to go here and do with this. So you're really an NFL player, and I want to, I want to get all of but they're like looking for my deposit.
Mhm.
They're looking for my thumbprint. They're looking for my it to make a difference in their lives.
Mhm.
And so it's the honor that goes.
That's
It's
good.
community. Yeah.
My puzzle piece, your puzzle piece, your
Yeah.
puzzle piece, they gonna fit together. Like you have something to offer. You have the corner piece that I didn't have. Like
And
that's
my
it's,
dad, and I told y'all he just passed 2 days ago, and I'll say this, but one of the things he would say to me is, you always talking about you love somebody with all your heart. You don't feel your heart. The only way you gonna feel your heart is if it's hurting or something is wrong with your heart. But I'm saying that to say, your pinky toe is just another example, and it's biblical. You can't say to the pinky that I don't need you, because anybody in here without a pinky toe, or a middle finger or an eye or whatever, you feel that lack because it offers so much strength, but you're not thinking about it because you don't feel it. So the togetherness of community, I think, whatever part you play, you're the it. It is in that way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
That's good.
to what you said, and just segueing out of the isolation and into the wellness, because mental health for all of us,
Yeah.
but mental health for Black women has too often been a stigma.
Certainly.
Pray about it. Go take a nap.
Don't tell nobody.
Don't tell nobody. Go for a walk.
keep it between you and God.
Go shopping.
That's just what we do. You just gonna have to do it. That's what we
Exactly.
did. That's just what we do. All of that.
And ain't none of it true. Not only is there help for you, but there is healing for you.
Absolutely.
And you find those in community, which requires that you be honest
Yes.
about how you're feeling.
Right.
Be vulnerable. Don't be shameful. Getting into a community where you feel safe, where you feel valued, where you feel loved, and even if it's just you and one person. See, I understand that I am a connector. I make friends very easily, but not so that I can keep them to myself. I make friends very easily so that I can connect them to other people, so that they can go
That's right.
and be great and go and have conversations.
That's where being in the way you described the it girl before, that's where it can become a problem. If you're the it girl and you feel like, oh, I'm making all these friends, they're for me, they're for me, they're for me. And as opposed to understanding where you fit in this puzzle, where it's like, yeah, I met this person, you would love this person.
Yes.
And when they become friends, you don't feel no type of way about it. It's not like they went out and they didn't invite me. Like, but also, like you said, understanding, being honest with where you are, because a lot of times we want to have the outside view be perfect. And then you meet
Mm.
other people whose outside view is perfect. And then if the only thing you connect on is, oh, I love pretty moo-moos. You love pretty moo-moos? We're gonna love each other
Yeah,
because we
no.
love pretty moo-moos. When
Yeah,
you get
yeah.
outside of the moo-moos, then what do we have there? But if you come into it saying, sis, I have struggles.
Mm-hmm.
Sis, listen, I've been through it. I've been through that. Like, because I might say, I'm going through this, and you might come to me and say, girl, I went through that too.
But
This
here's
is
the
how I
thing.
got through.
We don't give each other enough time.
Mm.
We don't give each other a
Oh,
chance.
I don't like how she looked when she walked through that.
Exactly. Because I'll cut you off.
Mm-mm.
I will cut you off. You looked at me wrong. We don't get the substance of community when we bail so quickly.
Mhm.
They didn't treat me right at that church. Cool. But how was the word? You
Mhm.
know, was there anything in there? It's the surface stuff can trick us, you know, and it can be so influential that it makes you jeopardize, it makes you forfeit
Mhm.
the substance and the richness of community. And you cannot be fooled in that way.
Yeah. And a lot of times it comes with the level of emotional intelligence in
Mhm.
understanding what made me feel this feeling that I'm feeling. Maybe it wasn't like in for example, coming in here, I told you I have social anxiety. I'm very socially awkward, especially in meeting a lot of different people at one
Yeah.
time. And so in walking in, I could come in and say, or somebody could have come in and said, oh, she didn't speak to me when I walked in, or she didn't make eye contact, or she didn't do
Right.
this, or
Oh, it's not
I don't
about
really
you.
like her. Like, and I'm just over here like, I don't know what to do. What do I do with my
Yeah.
hands? Like, and I'm just over here panicking. I'm just over here panicking, and then somebody's thinking that I don't like them, and now all of a
Yeah.
sudden we can't connect, and we might have so much to provide to one another, but we never make it to that. So I definitely, yeah, that resonates deeply
There's
because
a labor
There
in
is.
community,
And
for
then
sure.
being the it person
Mm-hmm.
in whatever that community is, understanding the assignment that you have,
Yeah.
even the spaces that you safely offer.
Mm-hmm.
mm,
Because y'all, when this camera is off, the authentic conversation that has already taken place,
Yep.
connections have already been made. There are ladies that walked into this room today that did not know one another, but I believe leaving will continue to connect,
Yes.
whether it's here with me
Yep.
or whether it's on their own or they run into one another somewhere else. Now they have a piece of their puzzle that they did not have before,
That's right.
so that they can continue to grow, because we all know the day and time that we are living in gets scarier on the surface by the day.
mm,
But if we come together like we have done today, and on the surface, we're enjoying each other's moo-moos, we've enjoyed some good food, but when this camera goes off, there's still the richness that we get to experience and share together, because you not only believe in yourselves, but you know that it's important. Because if you didn't, you wouldn't be here.
Right.
and hopefully there's some leftovers.
Very excited. It's like I'll get it later.
It
Yeah.
was so, listen, if y'all missed it today, but
Right.
next girlfriend hour, you might want to be in attendance. Listen. I might have to tell my mom I can't come for Christmas
Yes.
after the 20th.
I love it.
One thing that I want to touch on before we pause for questions, because I have the professionals, and I too, if you didn't get my introduction, I am Joy Rice. I hold a bachelor's in social sciences and a master's in human services and counseling. I am a certified life coach. I'm also a wife, a mother, a teacher, a friend, the creator of A Place for Joy, the host of the Girlfriend Hour, and all of those various parts of me. Didn't know that they were all going to happen. Did not know they were all going to happen. Have brought me to a culminating moment of experiences that say, okay, somebody else can benefit from this in our trials, our struggles, our losses, our gains. somebody needs to hear the part of the story, and then being able to walk into a room,
Mm.
get on camera, and without shame saying, my father just passed.
Mhm.
I was just diagnosed.
Now that's good.
Mm.
Knowing when to take the cape off. Because who you fooling?
Hmm.
Yeah. What they say, keep living.
Keep on living.
If you've lived long enough, then you know to look past this lipstick
Mhm.
and these eyelashes. Yeah.
Mhm.
And so I think you're right. You talked about the shame that we carry. For whatever reason, it could just be a lack of actualization that you
Mhm.
mentioned, confidence or whatever it is. And then we just live in a world that benefits from us never becoming,
Mm.
and the agenda is to keep you from becoming.
Mm.
And so we show up and we're already missing so many different parts, and we already have so many things in our heart that we need to deal with. But knowing when to say, I am not okay.
Mhm.
There's a slogan that people say, it's okay to not be okay.
Mhm.
And I agree with that, but it's not okay to remain.
Not okay.
So at some point you have to be the patient, and that's what they tell us in our code of ethics is you have to be okay. And so if a colleague notices that you're not okay, we have the professional obligation to say, sis, you don't look well. Brother, you need to deal with you. So the therapist needs a therapist because life is still happening for us. Life is still happening for me. And there is no shame.
And I think because community is so, I know
Mhm.
because community is so powerful, a room, a space can be set up where you know that you're accepted.
Yeah.
And the next minute you're talking to somebody that you just met 5 minutes ago, and you are telling her all your business
Right.
because you feel safe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we need more of that. We need more of
Absolutely.
that.
That's good.
So we're going to pause, take questions, take a break, and we are going to come back in just a moment.
Awesome.